Hey everyone, welcome back to the Skid Mark Performance YouTube page. This is a big step. What's going on right now? So this is a street car. Maybe I should need to explain this. There was some confusion on Facebook over the purpose of this car. It is definitely a street car that has race car aspirations. So over the years, I've had a number of cars that, they were perfectly good street cars that I've stripped the interiors of. I had a Porsche 911. I stripped the interior out of it. Well, most of the interior. I had the seats in there, obviously. But I took the heater out of it. I took the air conditioner off of it. All that stuff. No radio, anything. And yeah, it was 2,500 pounds and it made 300 horsepower and it was really fast. But it was so unpleasant to just drive around that I landed up driving my Boxster all the time. And so I landed up selling that car and regretting it ever since because it was such an awesome car. But anyways, it was too racy. It was a street car, but it was too racy. I also have my MGB. You've seen that on this channel. The MGB is nothing but a race car, and the race car is only good for racing. It's a one-trick pony. If there's no racing events going on, there's nothing I can do. I can't take it out. I can't do it on the street. Even doing street tuning, like they call street tuning, I can't do. If I take it out in a parking lot anywhere out here, I don't even get rolled out of the trailer before some security is rolling up and being like, hey, what are you doing there? So it becomes very frustrating. So this car, I want it to be competitive in autocross. I want to do, low 11s in the quarter mile. And I want to be able to do drag and drive events. I want to do, Optima Batteries Ultimate Street Car Competition. These are the things I want to do with the car. But I also want to be able to drive it every day so that if there are no racing events going on, I can just enjoy my car on the streets, driving around. And because of that, I have to find that balance between street car and race car. So compromises have to be made, obviously. This is why I'm not putting a full cage in it. I actually ordered a full cage. I had the full bars go down, A-pillars, all that. I had all that stuff. And decided not to put it in the car because it suddenly would become super impractical. It'd be hard to get in and out of the car. You'd be banging your head against the bars on the side here all the time. And I didn't want that. And I want the car to be around 3,000 pounds, but I also want air conditioning. So I'm doing things like a carbon fiber hood, and I'm doing lightweight trunk and, all that kind of stuff. But it also means I'm not adding any unnecessary bars to the roll cage inside. I have the main hoop, I have the rear bars, and I have the door bars. That is as far as I'm going to go with that kind of thing. I'm going to have sound insulation in the car. The whole bottom's going to have sound insulation because my 911 was stripped of all that stuff, and it was so droney that you could never take it on a road trip. If you drove it for an hour on the highway, it would drive you mental. I don't want that. So I'm going to have to give up a little bit in the sound insulation and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for a radio, but I'm definitely having air conditioning. It's definitely going to have sound insulation. It's definitely going to be a very drivable car that's easy to get in and out of. So anyways, on that note, I've decided to put a bed liner on the bottom of the car because it is a car that's going to be driven on the street. We have kind of gravelly streets around here. I have my back alley getting to my garage is all gravel, and the racetracks around here have a lot of gravel on them, and rocks get bounced up underneath. So if I just had paint, it would inevitably get chipped and start having some corrosion because I will be driving the car in the rain as well. But I got the whole frame powder coated because powder coating stands up better than paint. But as far as the bottom of the car, I'm going to put some bed liner down there to, make that much stronger than paint. So that is what I'm doing today. I've got it all taped off. I got all the holes plugged that go to the inside of the car because obviously I don't want any bed liner going inside the car. Whole thing's wrapped in plastic. All I have to do now is mix the stuff. I'm using Raptorliner. I use it on the Suburban. If you saw my Suburban build, it worked really good. Raptorliner is good stuff. So I'm using that. So anyways, that's where I'm at. So follow along. All right, well, there it is. I'm pretty happy with how that all turned out. I didn't have any overspray on the bottom or anything. All worked out exactly like it should have. So, yeah, that's going to be awesome. Now, the next thing up is bolting on the subframe and the suspension. So, yeah, that's going to be fantastic. When we get to that stage, then the car is going to get put on the ground, and it's going to be looking awesome. Yep. Oh, it's going to be spectacular. All right, I'm going to leave that video. I'm going to leave it here. Please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get me to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks, guys.